Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Virtual Teatime Talk with Chuah. Hey, I'm Chuah, the CEO of Proceus, and our theme for today's webinar is "Do you have a cup of the coffee on your desk?" Okay, so basically, today our virtual tea time talk is where we are actually going to discuss about our partnership and also how the process ecosystem in the industry. Okay, so if you don't have the cup of coffee, okay, on your desk today, okay, just to click on the link or scan the QR code at the right bottom to get your 25 ringgit voucher sponsored by Big Two Bazaar. Then you may get your favorite. So without further ado, maybe let me have an introduction about today's topics. Okay. So for our process, actually it aims to provide an end-to-end property technology solution in the construction and the property development industry. So for our process, we have helped our client to transform the property buying journey in a unique and fully virtual and highly trustable and transparent experience. Okay, so today we will be talking about how to choose the best digital solution for your property business. So today I'm very honored to get some of our process partner joining me today. Okay, we got Mr. Alfred from Advancer, we got Mr. Winston from Virtually, we got Miss New from Silver Sea, and also last but not least, we have the Miss Joanne from Property Hunter. So during our talk show today, okay, if you have any question for our speaker, just drop in the Q&A section here, and we will answer your query later in the Q&A section. Yeah. Okay. So Alfred, yeah, are you there? Okay. So for the Alfred actually from Advancer. Okay, Alfred, I know that your Advancer actually, I know that you are actually the expertise in the customer and employee experience and the virtual call contact center. And in fact, that the Advancer actually is a leading call tracking, the cloud call center, and even an API ready integration technology company in not only in Malaysia but also in the Asia Pacific. Yeah. So by providing the online and offline customer service and also the customer experience, and by the call tracking, the analytics, and also the cloud center services to help to boost the performance in business, perhaps Alfred, you may share more about your expertise and how your solution actually helping the industry.
Chuah, thank you so much for this opportunity. I just wanted to thank not just you and the team at the back, but most important, those people who are actually joining us in this event. Because one thing why you actually come into this event, I would believe that we have common belief that you would like to be empowered, that you would like to know what are the alternative or way of thinking that can help you to be better from what your situation right now for all of us is the MCO. So that's why have a coffee, relax, and let's we share this. This is based on what we really believe, and we have you to thank for because you're joining us. Now to share first, if I have the slide to actually to highlight here, is the most important to understand when we talk about integration with ProSales. Here is a seamless work that we work together. So first of all, we basically integrate not just the voice part of the communication, but we also integrate any type of communication that we can actually get from the online as well as the offline. Right. So from here, you will able to understand that what we work is very in-depth technology combinations with ProSales, and ProSales are ready to basically be the total leads management, communications, as well as booking. Then after that, you will come into your arrangements of how to the process of SPA, and then finally, of course, to the Profix, which is one of the things that I love about ProSales, which I wish it's happening much earlier before this, is the ability to have what we call the infinity loop of customer experience. Now, this is why in the second slide, which is coming here, if you look at the second slide, we believe in, can I have the second slide, please? If we believe in how this process helps not just you as a property agent, but also for property developers and any businesses actually to understand that your customer experience, you also can understand the experience of your employee with them. And if you're bosses, if you are managers, it helps you to understand how do they engage with your customer, how fast do they engage with their customer, and are they really following up with your customers? Because at the end of the day, the whole idea when we basically move into this process is we are not selling property like what we buy from online, like Lazada and so on, which is a pack of Maggie to a mobile phone. You're selling a high ticket value product. Now, a high ticket value product require us to develop trust because we're selling it to human being. That is why I started this event with the earlier acknowledging that you are very important in our discussion here because you are part of this human being. And what we are different within other species is that we are human being that can develop trust and we develop collaborations. And that's why we are basically, even though MCO lockdown or not, we're still able to come out a way of how to develop that relationship. Look at this event, right? So that's infinity that we are talking about. And later you'll see my colleagues and other partners that are talking about 4D and so on, where all this information later can be flowed through and how you can actually experience your customers, your customer can experiencing you and create more brand awareness. That is why one of our earlier session that we had in the beginning of the year, one of my comment to big developers or small, if you are not in the digitalized moment right now at this particular stage, please think about it because branding is very important. And because of that, also people are noticing that you are capable of bringing your product with a commitment to stay long in the market. Okay, so the next slide will show to you another few items to understand for the next slide is to talk about the marketing campaign itself. Okay, so can I have the next slide, please? All right, so if you look at the marketing campaign here, one of the things that I like to draw the attention from everyone here, those who are in marketing, those who are in sales, and those who are in management here, is basically when we basically analyze, we're not just analyzing the ability to contact virtually. We're also talking about how those leads coming in. So our expertise is not just basically bring those people to have the communication with you. We would like to know where are they coming from, what are the keywords that they click into, and how do they actually decide to either fill up a form or make a call or make a WhatsApp or etc. etc. All right, so from there we develop this channel with our partner strategies here, either with the digital marketing companies. We also partner with a few hundreds of other technology partners here so that we can actually bring in those information, which is in the form of a leads. And of course, we actually push it either directly to our telemarketing, which also another service that we provide, so to sort out those leads, or we directly put it into the pro sales apps where they basically can be filter the leads via your RA or your real estate agent or by your team, okay? And they can continuously calling them, WhatsApp them. Now, of course, the difference between this platform and the other platform is because right now the integration with Avanza, every conversation is able to record. So that right now it helps not just understanding how the customer asked about the product, but to also understand how your salespeople dealing with them, how they ask the question, how do they introduce or representing your company. Because again, the whole objective is, most important as I shared, is to develop trust. All right, so if you look at the next slide, I'm just having a few only just to share. The missing portion in many of the organization, and this is what I find it since MCO 1.0 or even before, the misunderstanding about your leads. Now, if you look at this is basically came from Chet Holmes, they're basically a bestseller in this author. He came up with the ultimate sales machine, I would call it, and I agree with him. All right. So most of the time, when you have 3%, those who are very interested in I call them super hot leads. They really want to take the action to the extreme. They pick up the call, they come up to your showroom, and so on. Now, a lot of time businesses can't really differentiate or don't even understand between that 3% down to the open to it, which is 6 to 7%, and then of course the 30%. Now, what we do is we specializing in understanding this area. And that's why when we push the leads, we analyze where are the channel coming from, what kind of channel is that, what kind of content that is created to come up with that particular leads, and so on. So that's how we actually analyze, so that when every cents that you spend, does it really bring in return on advertising spending? And does it really lead into the booking? And then of course, finally to the customer satisfaction that follow through, right? So, and this is the next slide that I'm going to show to you is a very, very important finding, because Chuah and I agree on this, because we share common clients, we share a lot of information about this. Sadly to say, there's a lot of organization out there, their salespeople actually still not able to really maximize their time in, well, there are many leads that provided by the company, paid for, but those leads are really failed to be contacted as fast as possible. Some of them even contacted like week later. Okay, so another data that we are happy to share here is about 50% of those leads, they are maybe contacted once, which means when they call them once, or worse, they just WhatsApp them. Now, I just want to share these very important tips. Okay, Malaysians love their WhatsApp. All right, so whatever happened is WhatsApp is still personal. So please don't WhatsApp your leads without even getting the consent, because you're going to be blocked because you're spamming them. So that's why our suggestion is always to make a call. And with Avanza, you will be able to actually use that feature in Pro Sales to call directly to the customer, and that actions basically consider as your actions to do the job today. And then of course that conversation will help you to keep them as a record, to keep them as a data that basically helps you to know that you have not just making the action, but that action has been also followed through. All right. So the third point that I would like to say is these leads that communicate with you, that have an engagement with you, please don't discard them as cold leads, right? Because the definition of cold leads in the market is really not something good, because they think that it's not really interested. But do you know that during this period of time of MCO 1.0 up to now, we as a business, as a telemarketing services as well, we have helped companies to actually convert from cold leads into hot leads. And that's where we have achieved differently, because of the understanding of from this data-driven contact strategy. We have managed to grow some businesses for our customers, and also helping them to understand how to make the right strategy moving forward. That is why I'm very proud to work with Mr. Chuah and also the team of Pro Sales, because we share the common belief, we share this understanding, and I think that this is the best way to move forward if you're considering moving forward, not just for this situation where we have this COVID lockdown, but moving forward, this is going to be the trend that Malaysian customers, or if you're working beyond Malaysia, customers will definitely require another level of customer service, another level of customer experience, and your team need to be equipped with it. So look at us as an enabler for your technology. Look at us as the way to help you to coach your team. Look at Pro Sales as a tool. If I can use the Star Wars illustration, the saber, what do you call the lightsaber, because your team are becoming from not just apprentice, but they want to become a Jedi Knight, and then of course to become a master of that Jedi. Okay, so back to you, Chuah. So I hope anyone else that you have a question. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I really like your example. That we are just like a Star Wars lah, actually, because that today we all know that currently is we undergo the FMCO, that everywhere is locked down, and for this in this situation, in this condition, under this condition, the work flexibility is actually what we need today, and this is why we actually partner together. Like, but for I got a question. I got a quick question to ask you, Alfred. because that you just now mentioned about the leads management and also the customer experience and how the way the industry should handle the leads, right? But from your personal experience, like does the public react to this innovative technology? Is it the market acceptance? I accept this kind of like the virtual call center.
Oh, actually, Troy, you asked a very good questions. It doesn't really affect us at the beginning. In fact, this technology has been here for more than 40 over years.
Yeah.
I still remember my first time when I engaged this when we set up Dell, right? So the
Oh.
first and contact strategy has been here for many years because it's been used by the banks, the insurance. It's just that it was not went down further, and it's also very, very expensive. Okay, so that's the difference. Previously, 30, 40 years ago, it's very expensive to do it. But with today, you literally do not require additional hardware, no additional software, no not a long type of binding contract like years. With pro sales, that's why we love about using you. You can actually sign up 1 year, and then if
Yeah.
you don't really like, you can discontinue, right? But the beauty is it's not expensive to do, right? And yes, it has been acceptance because, as you know, we are not just partnering with you, we're also partnering and collaborating with multinational companies. And you are aware that our strategy earlier was actually targeting for SME, but we actually getting more bigger companies than the SMEs. All right. So I think that the market has been accepting this, and it has been a way of helping the industry to realize that by adopting technology like pro sales, like Avanza, and many other things that basically in the form of digital apps, it helps a lot in the way they grow their business.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Alfred. Thanks for your experience, and also your advice. Yeah, for all of our audience. So, a note for all of our audience today. Okay, if you are really interested on what our process and also what Adventure do, please WhatsApp us, or maybe you can just reach us by you can find the WhatsApp link in the chat box, or maybe you can fill up the Google form from the chat box to reach us. Okay, if you got any question for our speaker or even for Alfred or maybe for me, you can just drop it in the Q&A. Later we will answer you in the Q&A session also. Yeah. Okay. Like talking about the virtual experience, right? I would like to introduce our second partner today that is going to share about their solution with all of us. Okay. Like okay, for Winston. Winston, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi,
Yeah, hi Winston. So
everyone.
you ready? Are you ready for your cup of coffee?
Yes,
Or you are drinking tea?
I'm a tea person.
Oh, you're a tea person. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
it's good to hear that. Yeah, okay. Like for virtually, actually, for Winston, you as a virtual experience creator hub, I know that virtually and your team is actually a event technologist and also the designer that driving the marketing result and also the imagination for your client by merging the state of art technology with thoughtful curation across all forms of the genre. I believe that not only for the interactive website, I think that even the interactive videos or even any virtual environment, you also will provide to your clients so that they are able to have their virtual event at online, right? Yeah.
yeah,
So a question for you, Winston. Yeah, for during this pandemic, like for the property developers in property industry are facing the problem, how could they launch their project? So I believe that you got the answer for us today, right?
yeah. I will. I'll
Yeah.
have something to share. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
perhaps that Winston, maybe you can just share with us some of the interactive or the engagement virtual tool to show to us and also our audience for the some kind of the project or maybe the product launching.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, would you like to take a look at my slides and then I can start sharing? Well, hi everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Like this event itself, it's also a virtual event, and I love virtual events. I tell you, I think it's so close to my heart that I think that the reason that we're all rushing to the virtual space is not only that it is needed, but it's also the boundless imagination that can be fulfilled because it is done virtually. So our company is called Virtually because we believe in the art and technology of virtual events. When we work with pro sales, we know their tagline is when property meets real technology. Do you know that virtual events also depends on technology? I'm not just talking about the back end stuff. where you can code, sophisticated website for that. But just like a very good app, the experience, the UI UX can be super, super seamless, engaging, entertaining. But the backend work, the construction, the architecture of the backend work is sophisticated. And when you are curating a virtual experience, it's exactly the same thing. But there's a lot of virtual events that we attend. You would see there's actually EOs, event organizers, that has done a lot of events physically, bringing it online by using a software maybe. But it's not enough. Thoughtful integration between the experience design and the technology is key. That's why you see all of the partners that we have here today, they provide such great digital solutions, but do you have enough strategy for experience curation to go with it? That's why we're here to see, whoever that is looking to launch something, especially if you're in the real estate business, you would know that virtual events is so important to do so many things. Like, for example, if you wanted to create a virtual gathering to get people to meet you so that you can do some conversion work, or you needed to do some lead gen because you have exhausted your call list, or you wanted to warm up your community because they have been there, and then repeated buyers are possible out there waiting for you to connect with them, right? Virtual events are there. So, can we go to the next page? Thank you. So we are a team that has a lot of different kinds of expertise. I'm a curator myself. I have been a placemaking consultant for the past 5 years. We work with a lot of developers in making sure a new place or an abandoned place or a place that needs special attention for people to be excited to visit or to invest. And that's why when I look into virtual events, I look at it as a virtual space. How do you place make a virtual space? So our team is made up of curators, designers, community organizers, and event technologists to do that with our clients. Can we go to the next page? Yeah? Thank you so much. Now, virtual events has many forms. One of the forms is bringing virtual environments like this, like a virtual expo softwares, and also even just events that needs to take place in a completely different place, right? Now, for example, if you see this one, the recent project we do with Malaysian Pharmacy Society, well, they have a lot of different kinds of sponsors that needs to be showcased in this expo. So we customize the look and feel of every booth. And I think that a lot of different kinds of, virtual software out there in the market are very functional. But when we work with that, we focus on the look and feel of it as well. And when we talk about look and feel, look at the event that we just did 3 weeks ago with Be International. Well, the client just wanted something fancy because they have more than, I think, 3,000 people that wanted to be engaged in this event. So we said, why not we create an event in the air, right? Create it in the Mount Olympus where the god and goddess lives. So we created this event. Now later you'll be able to see our sample of how we create sophisticated animation to go with this, yeah? So bringing virtual environments to life is very important to make sure your event is exciting, where the retention rate is high, bounce rate is low. Can we go to the next page, please? Thanks. Another thing that is quite interesting that we are doing, and we really see this as the future of video marketing, where we craft engaging stories and with interactive features within our interactive videos. So imagine anyone here has watched Netflix's Bandersnatch. Bandersnatch has this feature where you get to choose the ending, right? Imagine this becoming your marketing tool. You will be able to create characters, commercials, or even just virtual event experiences where the character, the KOL, the celebrity, lets you to choose the ending. And depending on the ending that you land on, you will be shown different kinds of products. That's why our clients, our FMCG clients, or even education groups, they wanted to showcase different pathways that you can go into when you do make different choices. Now imagine this becoming a tool for developers to really filter through what other people want. Imagine you have different kinds of demographics and you have different kinds of projects, right? And you show them a commercial and you have the KOLs asking a question or just using the story to feature different things for them to choose. And based on their preferences, you know what house to show them. This is something that you'll be able to do with story branching features in the interactive video, right? And of course, these softwares are equipped with sticky hotspots. What are those? Imagine in a movie, everything that is moving in the movie, you can click and purchase immediately. So you can make this event, make this video shoppable. So a lot of immediate actions can be done. Imagine this kind of software being paired with pro sales. Immediately, you can engage with the salesperson. That's the power of real technology, right? Let me go to the next page. When it comes to immersive experiences, like what I just talked to you about, there's really boundless ways you can use it. For example, recently we're working with this project for VR experiences. It's with Capitaland, right? Catapult, under Capitaland, wanted to create like an immersive experience with VR technology where people can immerse into the world to learn about innovation. So created this world of Renaissance, and then people can go in there and meet Steve Jobs, meet Da Vinci. So you see, all this creativity can happen, and it can be matched with a very particular branding outcome or even an immediate sales results if you curate it thoughtfully. Let's go to the next page, please. Thanks. So when you're talking about launches, right? We talk about property launches right now. Launches has a lot of different multiple parallel objectives. Not only you wanted to showcase your product, you also wanted to engage people during that project, and then during the process, you activate the relationships. So when I do placemaking work for a lot of developers, we know that launches are not just a ceremony. It is a very, very good opportunity to engage with different stakeholders so that they can contribute to the success of the place. And when we're doing virtual events, it's exactly the same thing. We do a lot of community partnering, and we know exactly what will create that heat that will attract people to go into an event and collaborate with each other. So we have a lot of different models that foster that kind of collaboration and communication. Let's go to the next page. So this is some of my work before this. We came from Penang, and then we did a lot of public art festivals. And when we have our art put up on the wall, people know that's it could make a place famous. A lot of developers invited us to curate places for them because they thought a mural would work, right? But there's so much more with that. So what I'm trying to do right now is also to rethink virtual space. What kind of creativity can be embedded into your event so that it can make people interested to even come or stay in that event. So VR super branding, all the way to getting performances, or even something funny like our recent event. We're gonna get Kumar to come and speak and host the whole event, and we bring people to Turkey, virtually, of course, right? So that kind of imagination gets people to stick with your event. Let's go to the next page. Oh, we also did like crazy things like online Burning Man. If you know what Burning Man is, it's an online party. So gathering can be done really fun. Let's go to the next page. And we also do a lot of work with TED. I'm a TEDx curator, so we do a lot of talks, ideas-driven talks, events with our clients too. Imagine all the sharing, all the presentation in the talk can be branded as well as TED Talks. Imagine that kind of power. I have one talk that went viral with 26 million views around the world right now. And imagine those kind of power embedded with your CEO speech, with your product development person that's going to sell that development. So that is something we'll be able to curate and assist you with. Let's go to the next page. This is our first event this year. It is a large women empowerment gathering. We have 180,000 views during that day. Not only we have like A-listers talking, I think we got Director Jess Young, the award-winning female director, leading and directing that virtual event for us. So this is to show that when we work with people, we don't work with templates, because every event deserve a very different combination to make it successful. Let me go to the next page. So we have done award-winning videos as well. We help Penang government to win, the CT promotional advertising broadcast advertising award. So we wanted to bring that kind of level of services into a virtual event curation as well. The ideas needs to be interesting. The production value needs to be high. Let's go to the next page. So we believe that events can spark a lot of new beginnings, because we don't see events as a one-off things. A lot of our clients are long-term partners. We hope that these events will be able to be a vehicle that you can continually generate all the outcomes that you need for your event, for your business. Let's go to the next page. Yeah. Now, this is where I will show the samples, and that will wrap up the talks today. So video production-wise, I mentioned to you that we did a lot of different kinds of videos and all. Now, what if you don't have a lot of footages and you're like stuck at home, right? How do you produce something that can sell the event? Now, with stock videos, you can do a lot of things. Now, let me show you this one that's fairly easy to do, that we do it for our clients. But imagine the hype that can happen because of the event. Can we open the next slide and play the video, please? Thanks.
It seems
Thank you so much for this.
Caught
So
in between,
go to the next
nothing
slide,
is
please.
as
So you can use just stock videos and create a very hype video for your event. So no matter where, what kind of status we are right now, we will be able to curate something as long as it's thoughtful and engaging for your audience, right? Now, this is the B International event that we did for our clients. We had like 10,000 comments during the event, and at one point we have 2,000 people tuning in just to engage with us through this event. So look at the animation that we have done. Can we play this video? Thanks. All right.
hello.
So that's the animation that our team can do for your event. And the last thing is the interactive videos. How does it look like for a video to be shoppable? Can we play this video, please? Thank you. There you go. So that's how we can use it. So that's all the, just some of the samples among all the technologies and ideas and creativity that we can bring out to you. So we wish that with Pro Sales, together with Pro Sales, that our curators, designers, community organizers, event technologists, launch your product with you. And let's go to the last page where we see how it integrates, right? Imagine we're doing a live event or we have the interactive video. Whenever there's a CTA coming on, there's going to be a button that comes out of it. If you click that button, you'll be able to be led to Pro Sales page. And that's where you started to do all the follow-ups, where you have the project page, you have the booking page for your people to easily connect with you. But most importantly, the matching of great content and great technology is what will drive the results that you need for you. So that's what I have for you today, and I hope that you have learned something and see what virtual events can bring you, the new possibilities that is available for you today. Thank you.
Hi, thank you, Winston. Winston, yeah, your video actually very impressive. It's very eye catchy. I think that your teams has been put a lot of effort and also the very creative content into to making the video become so, yeah, so impressive. Because that I fully agree with you because that like for the partnership, because that for our side, our process, we are actually more on the lead management, also after the collection of the leads. Then for what you guys is actually focus on the content that actually drive the leads come and registration. Yeah, I like your
Correct.
idea very much. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks. Yeah, thank you, Winston. Thanks for your sample and also some of the impressive video to share to our audience also. Yeah.
Thank you
So
so much,
if
Chuah.
for our audience, if let's say you guys are very interested on what virtually do and what our process do, just WhatsApp us or fill up the Google form on the chat box there. And then our team will actually contact yours to do a proper demo because that today there is some because the time constraint we are not able to show everything we have today. Yeah, so just simply drop us a message and also contact us. Yeah, for the further free demo. Yeah. So for the next partner that I would like to introduce is Silver Sea. Okay, Miss New. Miss New, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Miss New.
Hi,
Nice to see you.
you
Yeah.
too.
So just an introduction to our audience. Okay. Silver Sea Media actually has been in the market for many years now, and they are actually providing the outstanding 2D, 3D floor plans see-through and also the 4D walkthrough to its client. like for today's industry, we all know that we can't run away for all those kind of the 3D, 4D modeling and also the virtual tours technology. And this is what the Silver Sea Miss New and her team are actually providing the client. They actually provide the 4D virtual tour showcase for the show unit for the property industry. So, Miss New, today you got any case study or any sample, just like what Winston did, to share with our audience?
Certainly.
Yeah, Miss New.
Hi, thanks, Ms. Chuah, for your introduction, and good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for all of you to spend this meaningful time with me to talk about how we can overcome the challenge in this difficult time, and to continue our business, to grow our business, or even to surpass your competitors moving forward. So my topic today is how to empower virtualization through our interactive digital twin solutions. Next page. So Silver Sea Media is a company who's providing interactive immersive media solution. I don't know whether you have heard about immersive media solutions. So in fact, immersive media is umbrella terms of virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, and 360 videos. And thanks to the smartphone, in fact, in the world currently, there are 1.1 billion people are able and experience the immersive media content and immersive solutions. If you have never touched it, you need to catch up. Next page. Let me move. Okay. So we are all, I know you are in the MCO in Malaysia, and also Singapore has come back to the phase 2 of the safe distance. So I received a call in the last 2 weeks from some of the very important customer, and they are all the key members in the real estate industry, and they told me that they cannot further wait. It has to move quickly for the virtual tour solution, because this situation is going to become a new normal at the back and down of the situation, and they will have to be ready for the full digitalization. So this is why we are talking about how the virtual tour is going to help. Next page. Okay, so as you know that last year, and also just at this moment, Singapore is launching the largest virtual property show, 2020-21, organized by MediaCorp, 99.co and Pronex. And Silver Sea Media, we provide the whole virtual 4D virtual tour solution to the fair. Next page. And we also be appreciated by the minister during the last year. Singapore Real Estate Agency Association, they organized this annual agency award. And so the minister emphasized again that thanks for the technology that could help the industry to continue overcome the challenge, and using the technology to push the real estate sales in the market. Next page. So what is the immersive 4D virtual tour solution? If you look at this, it's very simply that we are using the 3D scanner to scan the physical location, and also through our very matured algorithm and software to create a 3D space of any of your properties. Next page. And it can be very simple and easy. Roughly, it takes only 20-30 minutes to capture a space of 100 square meters, and with a lot of features. The features of to show the directions, the size of the room, it's measured anywhere of the rooms and the location. Link to Google Maps. You will get the 3D dollhouse view. You are able to call to action to directly reach to the agents. We are able to put the agent photos and so on, and you can do autoplay. You can even put the agent itself inside of the virtual tool to talk about the properties. Next page. So we have two kind of solutions. One is we use our 3D scanner to scan your show flat, the physical show flat. Another solution is we use the computer-generated technology to render the virtual show flat. That could also save a lot of time for the developer to build their show flat. So these two solution is able to give you a very similar experience. Next page. So this is a very interesting, I think it's also very hot technology called VR Talk. Can you help to play the video? What is a VR Talk? So VR Talk is able to bring the agent and clients into one same properties. So whatever you see, and your customer will see exactly the same thing. So you can basically virtually bring him in the inside of your unit and to explain the properties. So it basically like you are in the same location. Next page. So give you a video to show what is experience in this 4D virtual tour. Can you help to play the video? This is all the feature that I just mentioned. You are able to get a 2D floor views, 3D dollhouse view, measurement. You are able to put audio narration, the voiceover to talk about the properties. Okay, you are also able to put all the hotspots and the call to actions. You are able to, through the link, call the agent directly. Okay, so next page. So I also want to show you the virtual sales gallery. And you know, in this period of time, no matter how great the gallery you build, it's still very difficult to attract more traffic. What we are doing, we are able to digitalize the entire sales gallery and to bring it to your clients. So can you help to play the video? So this is the project that was launched very recently in Singapore, One Bernard. This is the sales gallery. So we basically clone the entire gallery, and it can just invade through any social media and share this very nice gallery to your clients. So when you walk into this virtual sales gallery, you click the button. You go to 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. It's just like you were exactly in this physical gallery. All right, next page. So this page shows that we are able to help to do the 4D rendering, and which also able to compare the before and after. So we can scan one bare unit. We also use our technology to build the virtual tour, the virtual rendering, and we put them together. We give the customer a very clear view to see before and after. Can you play the video? I think we often see this bare unit. And so this is a renovated unit. So you can see how it looks. So we give customer a very clear visualization on how the unit they are going to buy look like in future. Next page. So in the meantime, we also built our own virtual fair platform. Can you play the video and I will explain how it looks like. So this is a virtual lobby. And the lobby is interactive. So we can put the avatar or the real person inside to talk about the event. And everything is clickable on the table, and you are able to call, you are able to go to the website. So this is the 3D booth. You're able to visit every single booth to understand the products. All right, we also have a lot of features like a business matching, exchange name card. We are able to help to attract a lot of customers, help you to find the potential leads through our virtual fair platform. Next page. Okay, by doing so, there are a lot of statistics. We are able to help to generate a lot more traffic and to attract the people to stay on your page, to spend more time with you, to improve the efficiency of the communication, and to help your online marketing a lot more effective. Next page. And all the solution can be easily embedded in your website, in your apps, and also can be easily shared from any social media. Next page. Okay, so as the ecosystem partner, we very appreciate and very thankful to be part of the ecosystem of ProSales. So if you want to make your booking to be more efficient, if you want to give your customer better experience, if you want to help to increase the global reach, to have a better communication, you get to use the 4D virtual tour in this entire process. This can help you to accelerate your digital journey. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Miss Neil. Wow. Yeah, your 4D virtual tour actually very, very important for the property today, as most of them is actually experiencing lockdown. They are not able to do any launching, or maybe that the property agent, even they are not able to meet their client, their prospect, in the so-called the physical show unit. Yeah, so I think this is what the Silver Sea is providing today. They actually helping the industry to actually trying to help them to providing the user friendly solution, that so that the even there's lockdown, but they are still able to continue doing their business today. Yeah. So if for our audience, if you guys are interested on what Silver Sea do and what our process do, please WhatsApp us. And if you got any question for our speaker, or even for our process team, just drop in the message in the Q&A, or just find us through the WhatsApp link, or just fill out the Google form. Yeah. So thank you, Miss New, again, for your presentation today. Yeah. So last but not least, I would like to introduce our last speaker today. Also one of our media partner is Miss Joanne from Property Hunter. Yeah. Hi, Miss Joanne. Yeah, so a little bit background about the Property Hunter. Okay, Property Hunter is the East Malaysia largest property media network and the #1 property online real estate listing platform at East Malaysia. Yeah, knowing that the home finder can search for their dream home and also their property and learn the knowledge in the real estate through the Property Hunter platform. How could this platform helps the property developer in the other end to connect with the home finder? Yeah, maybe perhaps that for Joanne, maybe you can just share with us about what Property Hunter do, or what Property Hunter is providing to the industry.
Sure, sure. Hi, good afternoon. Thanks, Chuah. Okay, so good afternoon to all. Hi, I'm Joanne here. I'm from Property Hunter, and we are based in Sabah, Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. So I hope you guys are well, at home, safe. stay at home, right? Okay. So today I would like to take this very good opportunity to talk about, to share and to introduce to you what is Property Hunter. Okay. What is Property Hunter? So let us begin. So my first slide. Okay. Okay, today, Property Hunter is the #1 property listing portal with more than 90,000 database from East Malaysia property buyers. Okay, we have been in this property related industry for over than 10 years now. Actually, more than 10 years lah. Okay, so we start with property magazine publisher, and then after that we move to property exhibition organizer, and then now we are property under property web portal. Okay, with this we have gathered a significant database and experience over the years. So we are very experienced in this. Okay, so what does Property Hunter do? Next slide. Oh, sorry, Chuah. Back to the slide before. Okay, our key mission is to empower our user to search for their dream home. So it's either a new project or sub-sales. Okay, so the user can log into our website and find a project. We have a lot of lists of new projects, the latest one, and also they can find the sub-sales. Semua pun ada. Okay, so the second one is to pause their ads. This is they want to sell the property or to rent their existing property. So this one, if you want to sell your existing property and you want to buy a new one, this is for the homeowner lah. So, or for the agent, they also can post their advertisement because they have existing listing to sell, Okay. So thirdly, we have another feature is to learn. So what you're thinking, what to learn? Okay, so actually in our web portal, we have the latest and the updated news, article, videos, and so on. We have a lot of things that you can learn that related to the property. So let's say you want to, if you are a first home buyer, you want to know how to apply the loan, how to know how to see the best property, which market. So you need to go to our website and learn more. Okay, next slide. So this slide, you can see there's a lot of figures, a lot of information. So by looking at these figures and information, I would like to emphasize our monthly traffic demographic. As you can see, there's total of 45,000 visitors has been visiting our page monthly. So it's constantly around 46,000 monthly. So memang ramai orang datang to our page lah actually. And you can see that the leading age group is like 25 to 34 years old. Just like it's very young adult that like to come to our page because like me, I'm young as well. So of course I'm one of the best potential buyer as well lah. Okay, so I hope you guys also young like me, right? Okay, next slide. Okay, so how do we connect the developers like you all to our database that we have, which is home buyer? Okay, so we can see in this slide, we have key facts about database. So on this slide, I would like to touch on the EDM. Okay, everybody know what is EDM, right? EDM is the electronic direct mail and is part of the marketing as well. Okay, you can see that our EDM open rate is 28.3%. So do you know it's very, very good compared to others? Right, okay. Based on our research, we're based on the research of the market, industry open rate is at 19.2%. So you can imagine how good is our open rate. Okay, so this is the figure. I didn't tipu-tipu, okay? It's memang correct one. Okay, so you have seen our background, you have know our facts and figure, and you already seen our database. So I think that you guys already know what are we doing now. So you have known me, right? I'm Joanne here. So, okay, let me see. Okay, as a closing, with Property Hunter, we can help you to reach potential home buyers by exposing your brand projects through our web portal, which is www.propertyhunter.com.my. Okay, so bear in mind, we don't do just normal or boring advertisement. As we all know that branding is extremely important in today's market. It is the only way to differentiate yourself from your competitors. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. Okay? So branding is not more just doing a corporate video. A traditional way, people will do a corporate video or do some nice advertisement artwork to post on their social media. So actually, this is okay juga lah. But actually, the correct word is actually ongoing conversation and engagement with potential buyer is the right platform, which is what we are doing now. Okay? When it comes to branding, what will I do if I meet my clients sometimes? Okay, we always encourage our clients to do or to use multiple platforms for their campaign. Cannot do one only lah, doesn't work one, okay? So you need to do a multiple platform, like social media, using their own website to do some hoo-ha, right? Or adding an influencer, etc. So you need to use multiple, okay? But bear in mind, you should always include specialty portals such as Property Hunter, because this is where all the active buyers are. Okay? So remember, you need to fish in a pond where there are plenty of fish. Okay? Remember that, okay? Okay, so I think that's all I have for you today. Maybe next slide. Okay, before I end this, I got one last message to share to you all. I would like to say thank you to ProSales for giving me this very golden opportunity for me, and also for Property Hunter, and to all the developers out there. We have a very good news for you all. So after today, we will be having an exclusive introduction package for you. So liaise with ProSales team today and get this placement now. So don't forget to advertise with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. Oh, I heard that you got an exclusive advertising package for us,
Yes,
right?
of course. Yes.
Yeah. So for our audience, if let's say you guys want to know more about how to get this exclusive advertising package, don't forget to drop us in the WhatsApp, and also fill out at the Google form there, so that you will know that what is the so-called exclusive advertising package. Yeah.
Right.
So here comes to the end of our tea time talk today. Yeah, thank you to all of our partner today that's squeezing their time out of their very busy schedule to share about their knowledge, their experience to our audience. And thanks for sharing a lot of advice and also the points that I feel very educational, and even some of the videos, the sample videos that I feel very practical when our audience is going to plan their digital transformation roadmap in the virtual experience. Yeah. So a big thank you to all of our speakers today. Yeah. And also, if any of you have attended our tea time talk today, has any further question regarding our partner service, just fill up the Google form and also WhatsApp us. The WhatsApp link has been shared in the chat box. Okay, then our team will be in touch with you. And thank you all of you once again for joining us today. And don't forget, for the next Friday, still at 3 p.m., join us again. We have invited some awesome speakers that to share with us more about the fintech, legal tech, such as the loan approval technology, and even the digital or the e-signing, even the e-payment, how we are going to do the booking online on next week. So don't miss it. Everyone, please stay safe, stay home, and see you guys next week. Bye.